Hello, this is Jason from Empower PT again, and today we're going to combine your footwork and your jab. We've worked on them on previous videos, so what I'm going to do, a very quick recap on your stance. So if we take a step back, line of attack, hands up over the line of attack. If you're southpaw, do it from sideways. Remember this hand, rear hand has to stay on the chin, lead hand just in front. Both at eye level. I'll do it from behind. So orthodox, 2 o'clock, stance 2 o'clock, facing front. For southpaws, facing 10 o'clock, squat to 10 o'clock, turn to face the front. So I've got a number of cones on the floor here. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift in our stance between these cones. So if you recall in your stance, I'm going to do this from behind so you can watch me from behind and put your cones accordingly. So hands up, you're going to step forward, you're going to step to your right, step to your right, step forward, step to your left, step back, step to your right, step forward, step left. Remember this whole time, I can still duck at any point. Step back, duck, step right, duck, step forward, duck, step left, duck. If I switch to southpaw stance, so I'm going around the cone. So look very closely at the cones. I'm not touching the cones, I'm going around the cones. Duck, step right, duck, step back, duck, step left, duck, step forward, duck, step right, duck. Now we have to combine that with a little bit of bounce. So if you can imagine your stance, you'll have a little bit of bounce to your stance. I'm still maintaining that line down the middle. So keep your hands up. And I'm not going to talk, I'm just going to step accordingly. My hands always stay high. I can duck at any point. Note that whichever direction I'm going in, the nearest foot to that direction goes first. So if I'm going to the right, if I step forward, if I want to go back, my back leg goes first. Forwards, I go to my left. I'll do it from behind again. I'm putting a little bit of bounce in it this time. And I change direction. So I'm going in and out of these gaps between the cones. I can duck at any time. So you practice that for 3 minutes, take a rest, and then 3 minutes again. So if you recall, we also have the pivoting. So if you recall, I'm going to put one foot on the floor. I'm going to pivot and land. Pivot and land, 90 degrees exactly. Always maintaining my line of attack to wherever I am. Note my hands never drop whilst I pivot, so I do not go and then put my hands up, they stay there. So, with that in mind, if we go in and out of the gates, so if I step forward and pivot, step forward, pivot, step forward, pivot, step forward, pivot, step forward, pivot. I can do it going backwards too, so if I pivot back, I step backwards, I pivot, step backwards, I pivot. I'm able to duck at all times, pivot. I made a misstep there. This works southpaw as well. So I go into my southpaw stance. So step forward, pivot. Step forward, pivot. Note that I'm not a natural southpaw. Step forward, I'm a little bit away from it, so step forward again, pivot. Step forward, pivot. So once again, practice that for 2 times 3 minutes, pivoting through your gates. Make sure the hands stay up, make sure you get the exact 90 degrees. Okay? So if you remember the jab, we're going to incorporate the jab into this. Hands up on the line of attack, lead hand pops out. Pops out. You can take a step forward if you want, it's up to you. But the lead hand pops out, comes back to chin. Your rear hand stays on the chin. So I'll show you from the side. You pop it, you bring it back. You just turn your hips and you bring it back. You can step if you want. Put a bit more power onto it. Rear hand stays on the chin at all times. I do not overreach. I do not overstep. Just enough. But I literally touch the floor and push back. Touch the floor and push back. I'll do it from the southpaw stance. Left hand on the rear, lead hand. So you just touch the floor. As an old coach of mine said, it's a little bit like dipping your toe in water. You touch it, you push yourself back out very quickly. So we're going to combine that with our gates. So I've got 2 gates here, 3 cones, 2 gates. So what I'm going to do, in my boxing stance, I'm going to step forward. Once I'm at the gate, I jab, I come back, I step back. I step off to my right, I step forward, I jab, I step back. I step off to my left, I step forward, I jab, I come back again. So each time you're at the gate, you take a punch. So what that will look like sped up, I'm going to flip these cones around. So the front end will be So what you'll note is every time we get near the cones, that's effectively us in range. We're in range of our target. Outside of that, we're just out of range, and we're using the best punch in boxing, the shortest punch, the quick, straight to the target and back. So I'll do it sped up a little bit, but this time, you'll know every time I'm in range, I'll be a bit more natural with this. So I'm now looking a little bit like a boxer now. And you'll know that every time I can duck. So I can even duck and go for a body shot. So that's how it should look. We'll do it from behind. So now you can see it from your stance. I'll do it southpaw stance. Hands up. Remember, I can go to the body. What we can do as well is go in and out of the gates. So, note the rear hand is always on the chin. In and out of the gates, in and out of the gates. So what we can now do is use the gates to go in and out, and throwing a jab randomly but facing the correct direction. So hand, rear hand on the chin, literally jab, getting a little bit quicker, jab, jab, jab. I can duck, go to the body. But never touching the cones. Remember, we've got to put some pivots in here, so I pivot once, pivot twice, so I'm 180 degrees from where I was. Same thing. Note that the foot nearest to the direction that I'm going is the one that goes first. So I go forwards, my front leg goes. If I want to go to my right, I step to my right. I'll try and do it southpaw. I'm going to switch back to orthodox because I'm just a little bit better. Pivot as well. Going to aim at the camera. Now, a little tip for you: if you find that your rear hand is, as I showed in other videos, sometimes falling off to the side, you can use a small weight. 1 or 2 kilos is probably best. This is probably a little bit heavy, but it'll keep my hand where it's supposed to be. Now pivot. Go to body. Move your pivots. So 90 degree, going backwards. Forwards, 90 degrees, going backwards. So, make sure now that you have enough room. I'm going to introduce some more cones, or one more in my case, based on the space that I have. I'm going to randomly spread the cones around. And effectively, your homework is to freestyle around these cones, not touching any of the cones. Throw your jab, ducking, pivoting, stepping. Literally, keep it going for 3 minutes. It's effectively shadow boxing. You can do it for as many rounds as you like. So what it should look like is this. You're moving around, jab, and I've already hit a cone already. Jab. Pivoting around, moving in and out, stepping forwards, sideways. Notice this hand is always staying on the chin. So lots of pivots, ducks, jabbing when you feel you're in range, jab, 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 jab. Keep moving and moving, jab. Literally 3 minutes of this, just this hand, never overreaching. So never overreaching, always bring your hand straight back. Hand always straight back. You can double jab if you want. You can triple jab if you want. You can duck to the body, to the head, and pivot. And pivot. And pivot. And pivot. So you literally do this exercise for 3 minutes, take a minute's rest, do it for another 3 minutes, take a minute's rest, do it for another 3 minutes. So that's 3 rounds where you'll be burning calories, you'll be making sure that your pivoting, your footwork, your ducking, your jabbing becomes second nature. We want this to embed in your subconscious. And if you were to do this every second day for the next month, I can pretty much say by the end of the month, your jab will have improved, your footwork will have improved, and your subconscious will be taking over the thinking. Hopefully you found that useful. Please subscribe to my channel. Please leave comments. Please share. My name is Jason. This is Empower PT, and I hope to see you on the next video.